When people hear the name Iran, they usually think about ancient empires, deserts, or politics. But hidden behind the headlines lies one of the most unexpected wildlife kingdoms on Earth. A land where Asiatic cheetahs still race across the desert, where crocodiles survive in scorching heat, where flamingos paint salt lakes pink, and leopards roam snow-covered mountains. Iran is home to almost every landscape imaginable: towering mountain ranges, ancient forests older than the Ice Age, vast deserts larger than some countries, and coastlines stretching from the Persian Gulf to the Caspian Sea. This is not the Africa most people imagine when they think of wildlife documentaries. This is something stranger, a forgotten crossroads of Asia, where rare creatures cling to survival in silence, and some of them exist nowhere else on Earth. Iran is enormous, larger than France, Germany, Spain, and Italy combined, and because of its geography, it became a meeting point for animals from Europe, Central Asia, Arabia, and the Indian subcontinent. In the north, lush forests fed by the Caspian Sea. In the west, the rugged Zagros Mountains. In the east, vast deserts where temperatures can exceed 50 degrees Celsius. And in the south, warm tropical coastlines. Very few countries on Earth contain this much ecological diversity. That's why Iran hosts more than 500 species of birds, over 200 species of mammals, and some of the rarest predators alive. But among all these animals, one stands above the rest, a ghost of the ancient world. Long ago, cheetahs roamed from India to the Middle East. Today, almost all of them are gone, except for a tiny surviving population in Iran. The Asiatic cheetah is one of the rarest big cats on Earth. Smaller and slimmer than its African cousins, it evolved to survive in brutal desert environments. These cats once hunted across huge territories, but roads, habitat loss, and disappearing prey pushed them to the edge of extinction. Some estimates suggest fewer than May 20th remain in the wild. That makes every sighting extraordinary. Unlike African cheetahs, living in open savannas, Iran's cheetahs move through rocky deserts and barren plains. They hunt gazelles at incredible speed. In just seconds, they can accelerate faster than most sports cars. But survival here is difficult. Water is scarce, prey is scattered, and the desert never forgives weakness. For many Iranians, the cheetah became a national symbol of survival itself, a reminder that even in the harshest places, life still fights to endure. And the cheetah is not alone. Another great predator watches from the mountains. The Persian leopard is one of the largest leopard subspecies on Earth. Powerful, solitary, nearly invisible, these cats haunt Iran's mountain ranges, moving silently through snow, forests, and rocky cliffs. Some weigh more than 70 kilograms. Unlike cheetahs built for speed, leopards are ambush hunters. They climb steep terrain with astonishing agility, and they can drag prey heavier than themselves up rocky slopes. But seeing one in the wild is incredibly rare. Most people living near them never do. Camera traps reveal only brief glimpses, a shadow in moonlight, eyes glowing in darkness, a silent hunter disappearing into the mountains. Iran contains one of the most important remaining populations of Persian leopards anywhere in the world, and protecting them protects entire ecosystems. Because where leopards survive, wild nature survives too. Iran's deserts may look empty, but they are alive. Hidden beneath the sand are creatures adapted to extremes that would kill most animals. The Persian gazelle survives with remarkably little water. Jerboas leap across dunes on oversized hind legs like miniature kangaroos. Sand cats vanish into the landscape almost perfectly. And then there is one of the strangest predators of all, the caracal, with long black-eared tufts and explosive agility. The caracal is sometimes called the desert lynx. It can leap several meters into the air to strike birds in flight. Fast, precise, almost supernatural. Many ancient cultures admired these cats for their hunting ability. But Iran's deserts also hide reptiles perfectly designed for heat. Horned vipers bury themselves beneath sand with only their eyes exposed. Agama lizards sprint over scorching ground that would burn human skin in seconds. Every creature here survives through adaptation. In the desert, evolution becomes extreme. Iran also sits on one of the world's great migratory routes. Millions of birds travel across the country every year. Its wetlands become temporary cities of feathers and sound. Flamingos gather in enormous numbers at salt lakes. Pelicans drift across calm waters. Cranes arrive after journeys thousands of kilometers long. Some birds travel from Siberia, others from Africa. For migrating animals, Iran is not just a country, it is a bridge between continents. But many wetlands are shrinking because of drought and water shortages. And with them, entire ecosystems are threatened. The fate of these birds depends on whether these fragile habitats survive. Perhaps the most surprising animal in Iran is a crocodile. In the southeast lives the mugger crocodile, locally known as the gando. These reptiles survive in rivers and wetlands near the borders of Pakistan and the Indian subcontinent. For many outsiders, the idea of crocodiles in Iran sounds impossible. But Iran's southern regions are warm enough to support them. Some local communities even protect the crocodiles in certain villages. The gando became part of local folklore and culture, a rare example of coexistence between humans and one of nature's oldest predators. These crocodiles are living relics, animals whose ancestors watched the rise and fall of dinosaurs. And somehow, they still survive here. Iran's wildlife is rarely shown to the world. But beyond the headlines, there exists an astonishing natural heritage. A country where snow leopards roam mountains, where cheetahs race across deserts, where ancient forests still breathe, and crocodiles hide in tropical rivers. Many of these species are endangered. Some may disappear within our lifetime, yet their survival tells a bigger story. Nature does not care about politics or borders. Life adapts, life migrates, life persists, and sometimes the most extraordinary wildlife survives in the places people least expect. Iran is not just a land of ancient history. It is a living ecosystem, wild, rare, and deeply misunderstood. And somewhere out there, in the silence of the Iranian desert, one of the last Asiatic cheetahs still runs free. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the world's most overlooked ecosystems, subscribe for more wildlife documentaries from places rarely shown on screen, because the natural world still holds countless hidden stories, and we're only beginning to discover them.